DGGE in mutation detection. Many diseases are caused by mutations in the DNA, and in some cases the disease is hereditary. These diseases are usually caused by mutations in a single gene that makes the protein it encodes not to function properly or not to function at all. These are called Mendelian diseases or hereditary diseases and can have different type of inheritance, dominant, recessive or X-linked. The molecular analysis of genetic diseases relies on several technical approaches which allow genetic and physical mapping, characterization of the gene structure, expression studies and identification of disease causing mutations. Denaturing gradient gel electrophoresis or DGGE allows the rapid screening for single base changes in enzymatically amplified DNA. The technique is based on the migration of double-stranded DNA, that is dsDNA molecules through polyacrylamide gels containing linearly increasing concentration of a denaturing agent. Denaturing gradient gel electrophoresis or DGGE as originally described by Myers and his co-workers in 1987. DGGE allows the separation and detection of DNA molecules that differ by as little as a single nucleotide. The electrophoretic separation is based upon the melting properties of the double-stranded DNA molecule. The two complementary strands of DNA melt out or separate under conditions of increased temperature or under the influence of certain chemicals termed denaturants. An increase in the temperature and or concentration of chemical denaturant around a DNA molecule will cause it to melt out along its length in discrete segments or regions called melting domains. Melting domains vary in length between about 25 up to several hundred bases and each melts cooperatively at a distinct temperature called a TM. The TM of a melting domain is highly dependent on its nucleotide sequence, and even a single base substitution is sufficient to alter the TM of a domain. DGGE involves the electrophoresis of a double-stranded DNA molecules up to 400 to 500 base pair for efficient analysis through a vertical polyacrylamide gel that contains a linear gradient from top to bottom of increasing chemical denaturant concentration opposite to temperature. As a DNA fragment enters the concentration of denaturant where its lowest temperature melting domain begins to denature, the domain opens, forming a DNA molecule with a branched structure. This branched DNA has a greatly retarded mobility in the gel matrix. If a DNA sample contains a point mutation in this domain which differs from the normal sequence, the TM of the domain will be different. The DNA molecule will melt out at a slightly different TM and thus will have an altered mobility in the gel compared to control DNA. DGGE can be used to detect single base changes in all but the highest temperature melting domain of a DNA fragment. To facilitate the detection of mutations along the complete length of a DNA fragment, a GC rich segment may be attached to one end of the fragment during the PCR reaction by the addition of a GC-rich sequence to the 5' end of one of the primer pair. This GC-rich segment or GC clamp, usually 30 to 60 base pair long, has a very high TM, and in comparison the remaining DNA fragment will have a single and lower TM. Prior to the discovery of PCR, DNA fragments for DGGE analysis were generated by cloning. Now, with appropriate PCR primers, it is possible to generate fragments of any gene of interest. If a DNA sample is heterozygous for a point mutation, the PCR reaction will generate a mixture of double-stranded DNA molecules and up to 4 bands will be visible after running the DGGE gel. There will be homoduplexes from the wild and the mutant sequences. In addition, there will be 2 types of heteroduplex DNA molecules which migrate at a slower rate, representing hybridized mismatched wild type and mutant DNA strands generated by reassorting of DNA strands during PCR reaction. If the sample is either homozygous for the normal or wild sequence or for a mutation, it will only have one homoduplex molecule. There are a number of advantages and disadvantages of DGGE. DGGE is very sensitive to variations in DNA sequence. DGGE allows simultaneous analysis of multiple samples. Useful method for monitoring shifts in community structure over time. Community profiles can be analyzed with cluster analysis. The use of universal primers allows the analysis of microbial communities without any prior knowledge of the species. The fragments separated by DGGE can be excised, cloned and sequenced for identification. It is possible to identify constituents that represent only 1% of the total community. DGGE can be applied to phylogenetic and functional genes. The disadvantages include DGGE is time consuming. It, from the same drawbacks as all PCR based community analysis techniques, including biases from DNA extraction and amplification. The variation in 16S rRNA gene copy number in different microbes makes this technique only semi-quantitative. Microheterogeneity in rRNA encoding genes present in some species may result in multiple bands for a single species and subsequently to an overestimation of community diversity. Heteroduplexes can cause biases to the observed diversity. No method for automated analysis is currently available. Works well only with short fragments, that is less than 600 base pair, thus limiting phylogenetic characterization. Gels of complex communities may look smeared due to the large number of bands. Band position does not provide reproducible taxonomic information. Results difficult to reproduce between gels and laboratories.